And we are live. Okay, so everybody, well, I don't know if anyone's in here. Let's go over to the comments and see what's going on. Well, this is Saturdave, and let's fix my hat. Welcome to Saturdaves. So I've been thinking about, first I'll think about where's my phone. It's right here. Not that I need that. Thinking about the direction I wanted to go with Saturdaves, and I've planned something today. Think of it kind of as an experiment. And of course, I just made the broadcast this morning, so it really hasn't been advertised on. Like, I posted it to the Facebook group, I think 15 minutes ago. So yeah, I've been slacking, but I'm going to start doing the Saturdays again every Saturday morning at 9, and I want to make it a little more informative. Coming off a popcorn party, which is fun, even though last night's popcorn party was kind of fun, but we had some info in there. But yeah, let's see how this goes today, and I hope you guys enjoy. So on this episode of Saturdays, I'll talk about a few things. I want to talk about, in the midst of the pandemic we're stuck with, some proper, the proper way to wear a mask in public. So here in Rhode Island, we're actually required now. We can get fined $100 if we do not have some sort of face covering on our face in public. It's that crazy. But I want to talk about, because a lot of people, even myself included, it's like, oh, what the hell am I gonna do? So I have some examples of some things, a couple of masks that I've made, and a couple of things, one that I bought. We have like a stockpile of 50 here. To talk about that, I want to talk a little bit about content creation. Some pre-record stuff, some tools I use, which might be pretty fascinating. I also want to talk about, I think that's all I had planned as far as show and tell. But we'll kind of see, the future of, because one thing, well, you know what? This is Saturday, and let's just go with it. Okay, welcome to Saturdave. So let's dive right in and talk about face coverings in public, and things we can do to keep us safe. And here I have one example of a mask that I have made, and I can sew a little bit, but not with much skill. But hold on, I'm going to bring the camera a little closer to me so that when I hold things up, sorry, it's going to go a little wobbly. That's all right. Okay. There we go. This might be a little bit better. There we go. You can see my fatness. All right, here we go. That's better. So, this is one that I've made. And basically what I did is we cannibalized a tablecloth and we just folded it in like a zigzag. Like, if you can see, just folded into I guess what they call a pleat. Right? And I took little strings. I tucked the end between the pleat and just sewed 2 stitches across. This lighting is awful, but right, it just sewed 2 stitches across on each end, and that you have it. And maybe I will do a pre-record. Hello, Sonia. How are you? Maybe I'll do a pre-record on how to actually make this. How to make it more in depth. So I'm gonna take the wizard hat off, and I'm gonna show you how you put this thing on. And I did put a big hem and a stitch across the top, and I literally just go like this and tie it around my neck, like this. I'm not gonna tie it tight, but bam, there you go. One thing that's important when you're wearing your mask, it needs to be over your nose, under your chin for best protection, right? You got to cover both of those airways that, that come out. You want to cover the whole thing. So you're saying to me, oh, come on, Wiz, I don't know how to sew. The hell with sewing? Well, check this little ditty out. Okay, it's made with a paper towel. Same concept, right? You make a pleat, right? You fold, you just keep kind of folding back and forth. You take rubber bands and you kind of fold the end over where the rubber band is. And if you can see, you just kind of staple it. And it's the same concept, right? Over the nose, under the chin. And then you take the elastics and you kind of go up over the ears. This one's a little more painful to wear, but you kind of just do that, right? And boom, paper towels and elastics, and you are done. Hi, Emmy. How are you? Welcome. So yeah, under the chin, over the nose, and you're good. Paper towel and rubber bands. We can, and I'm gonna do I think I work this week on a pre-record on how to do this. Emmy says, yeah, I made out of cloth napkins. That's this one. We kind of cut up an old tablecloth, and you just tie it on. Now, of course, I was pretty diligent when this first started, and I ordered a few batches of 50 of these things, and they started coming in. These are kind of the basic, kind of cheapy masks that you buy. But again, over the ears, and you put them right over your eyes so you can't see where the hell you're going. But again, over the nose and under the chin, and you're good. And that's pretty much it. These are pretty comfortable, easy to put on. And you can kind of talk with them, but it's kind of a little awkward. But yeah, I mean, it's as simple as that. Little things, and I know there's other things folks can do with those little scarves and handkerchiefs. And let's see. Sonia says, my mom made a couple for me, and I have masks left over for what my husband wears for mowing. Yeah, those I've seen people wear those. I guess you get them at Home Depot. The ones that go on your face like this, and those are great. Those are great. It's very hard to get. Buy any sort of mask. Very hard to get. Yeah, you don't. You'll be surprised. I walked into. It was last weekend. We went shopping, and we walked in, and it was like this kind of mask, and we saw people kind of like this, right? Wearing it like this, which with your nose exposed is going to do absolutely no good. There was someone who had it like this, like over their nose. I'm like, come on, guys. It's not a hard concept. You got to wear them right. But yeah, you don't want to put them over your eyes. Hi, Julianne. Welcome to Saturdave. Um, let's see. Um, yeah, cloth napkins. You can actually do those, scarves. I don't know what they call them. The Lucian does it. Those headband things, those triangle. You put a triangle, and you kind of look like, you're a bank robber. Those work. um, Mine are chapped. I'm not sure your mask is chapped. Sorry, says, yeah, my phone keeps fighting me over spelling of names. Yeah, autocorrect is the devil. So yeah, wanted to touch a little bit on on um on masks and kind of doing our part for social distancing and um keeping ourselves safe. The important thing um the important thing is that we all kind of stay safe. Um, oh yes, I got it. Hands are chapped. I wash my hands literally like every hour. Um, and we had the gel bacterial soap, but I actually was able to get a bunch of the Dove antibacterial soap bars. They seem to be a little bit easier on my hands. But yeah, wash, wash, wash. I do it every hour. It's crazy. And, but we got to do what we got to do. No hand sanitizer around. But one thing that I've done a little bit of is been using Florida water to kind of put on my hands. Good morning, Katie. Welcome. So that's our first little segment today. If anyone has any more comments, just being safe, wearing the masks properly, and yeah, and that's being safe. So let's switch gears a little bit, and I want to talk a little bit about reading tarot. Lucian and I had an interesting conversation yesterday, and let me see if I have my cards here. And it came up also during popcorn party. There are some folks that everyone's going to have an opinion on how they read the tarot. Yeah, I switch gears that fast. But that's all right. We can go back and forth. But I wanted to put a question out. Reversals or no reversals? Some people say that you have to read reversals, or you're not truly interpreting the cards. You're not truly you're cutting some of the meaning off. Personally, I don't believe that, but I was wondering, I put that question out to you guys. Do you guys, are reversals important when reading tarot? So now I've got my cards here. Already. Oh, you guys are quick. Do not read reversals. Neither do I. I read very intuitively, which if any of you guys I've hopped onto my Wednesday night readings and getting readings by me, you'll know kind of the cards I use and the way I read them. And it's the Wizard's Tarot. And I read very intuitively. Like I pulled out, okay, this is the Sun card. And I read cards that are very lush in imagery. So if I flip it upside down, it really isn't going to say much to me. So it's good. A number of you guys don't read reversals. Let's see. Katie says, I have one deck that I do not read reversals for. Curious, why just this one deck? Because that's pretty, usually people are, reading reversals or not reading reversals, right? So I'm really interesting that there's one deck? Is it because maybe that one deck you read more intuitively? See, for me, the images on the cards are very, very important to the reading. Emmy says I don't read them either. Misty's House of Tarot cards, I don't read. So a lot of folks don't read reversals. Whoops. Yeah. Good morning. I thought you were quitting YouTube. So here's the thing. And we'll get into this because I'm cutting. So here's what I'm gonna do with YouTube. Because I think that there's a few things. The YouTube has become very, very saturated. And it seems like every time I go on, even some of my regular times, someone else is going on. And I've always tried to be really, really conscious about going on opposite other folks, YouTube's this big, big open space, and we should all be able to share it. There's no need for creators to be going live 6 days a week. I mean, I just think that's just not. It's very hoggish, narcissistic. It's very, and it got me very frustrated. And not without getting into some of the drama that has unfolded between Lucian and I. And I will just say another more influential YouTube creator who, it seems, every time I schedule a live, this individual who has a lot more subscribers and to an extent an overlap in audience was just coming up with lives just to go opposite me. Kind of a little cyberbullying, if you would. And I don't want to sink into anything petty, but this is kind of what's been going on, and it's kind of got Lucian and I a little bit kind of frustrated. It's really, petty. And so the thing is, I think Lucian had decided he's just going to focus on pre-records, which is fine. I'm going to do, and we'll talk about some of the things I'm going to do pre-record wise. But what I wanted to do is kind of cut back a little bit on the YouTube lives. I was going to kind of go all together with lives, do pre-records on YouTube and lives on Facebook in the Facebook group. But I don't know. It's like I come up with these ideas and I say, yeah, I'm going to do this. And then I hear from you guys. And this is the thing. I will always, and it may seem like I am all over the place. But me, I do this. Look, I don't make a dime off this channel. I don't want to make a dime off this channel. This is a hobby for me. You guys are friends to me. You're not subscribers to me. So everything I put here is free. It'll always be free. I will always do what I can to have as little advertisement as possible, because I don't want to go down the route of monetizing this channel. It's just not my way. So that's my view of that, is that you guys are more friends and family to me than just subscribers. And in that, when I kind of come up with these ideas, they all in here, they sound like, oh, this is a great idea. But then I hear from people and they're like, well, Facebook sometimes is laggy for me, someone said, or other people don't have Facebook. So I'm always going to try to be nimble and adapt. So my initial plan was to bring lives over to the Facebook group. But in hindsight and through some comments, it's, probably not going to be 100%. So this is kind of what I'm doing. Saturdays, I'm going to do Saturdays, and I'm going to do popcorn party, and I'm going to do Wednesday night readings. Saturdays is always going to be. I'm going to keep Saturdays on YouTube. One, because it's I get a slightly different audience on Saturday mornings, just because of the time, and there's really not much going on, and I like to kind of hop in right before Simon's lives. Wednesday night readings, I'm not sure. I'm thinking I might. I don't know. We might. I'm thinking about moving that one to Facebook, just to kind of put it within the group. And it kind of just makes the dealing with the comments and stuff a little bit easier. Thinking about that. Popcorn party, I was thinking of moving to the Facebook group for one reason. The Facebook group is a private group, so only members of the Facebook group can see it. And now you may ask, well, what about why would I do that? Why would I not want it to be to the public? Well, popcorn party tends to be a little more fun. It's a little more adult oriented. It's a little more, we drink on there. I smoke a little bit of the, wacky tobacco on there. It's just some things that could, if, let's say my boss decides, to check out the YouTube channel, and all of a sudden I'm rolling up a fatty. Well, I might have some splaining to do. So these are the things that are going through my head, as to why. So that's the really long, rambly answer, Marge. If you want, I don't know if you're on the Facebook group, but shoot me a private message some way if you want to. I can kind of talk a little bit more about some of the motivations. But anyways, enough of that. Let's go back to so I understand, but realize I don't want to watch the same channel 7 nights per week either. I want variety. Absolutely. And that's why yeah, exactly. And this is why I'm trying to cut back and do just the essential shows. Exactly, because I think, I don't know, is three shows, is 3 lives a week too much for one channel? Maybe, it might be. I might want to cut that back to maybe 1 or 2. Just to again, for that variety, to allow other people to come up on this platform. There are a lot of people that don't think this way. There's individuals that are on 6 nights a week. And I think it's very selfish. Is there a way to get notified when I go live on Facebook? I'm going to look into that. These are the things I'm looking at, because this is the thing with Facebook I've been doing. If you're a member of the Facebook group, I have been doing some quick updates while we're on lockdown here. Quick little snippet videos. Facebook Live is really good for that. I don't know if it does notification. I will look into that, and maybe I will post something. I will let you guys know somehow, because I'm not sure, and that may be a hindrance. That might be a reason to not and just stay with YouTube. I'm hoping you'll complete the symbolism course. I would like to, and I will talk to Lucian about that. Because we were doing that together, and he's kind of moving more towards, unless we do it as a pre-record. But yeah, I definitely will look into that as well. Okay, cool. Yeah, Marge, I heard my phone ding. So we'll talk a little bit. Hey, speaking of someone that's really cool, Simon just joined us from the Hermit's Cave, and he goes on. Now I'm gonna get all kinds of time zone weird over here because he goes on 11 o'clock my time, which right now it is 9:30 my time, which I think is 4 his time out there across the pond. So yeah. So anyways, so hi Simon, welcome. So anyways, we got to get off track a little bit, which is fine. So reading reversals. Oh, I got it. Yes. I'm not good with the time zones. And it's funny, because I'm going to digress one more time because I took a new job, and I work for a global company, and my manager is in Sacramento, California. I'm in Rhode Island. The majority of my team is in Reno, Nevada. I'm here in Rhode Island. I'm, and I do tech. So, and we have 2 main big data centers, one in Reno, one here in Rhode Island. And I'm like the only one doing the stuff here. But anyways, needless to say, it's like dealing with this whole time zone stuff. It's weird. I get up at, 8 o'clock. I start my day and it's like completely quiet. And I realize that they're not waking up until like noontime, my time. So it's really weird. Love the jumper, Dave. So cool. The jumper. What's the jumper? I don't know what a jumper is. Isn't that what you wear? I think of that line in Harry Potter where I forgot what the little girl names Ron Weasley's little sister. Have you seen my jumper? Yeah, it's on the cat. I have to put a jumper on my cat. Anyways. So we were talking about reversals. Oh, my shirt. This is my big smiley. My smiley sweater. Everyone loves the smiley sweater. I need to bring a smile to some faces over here because that's what we're here for. Yeah, my smiley. Love it. So we're talking about reversals and reading in cards. So a lot of you had said that you don't really do, and I don't do reversals on my cards because I'm more of an intuitive reader. It's not that I don't know a lot of what the cards mean. I just love to read them with, and I think I view, when I'm doing a reading, I view it more of the cards speaking to me. So like, I'm interpreting, but I'm like interpreting as if I'm hearing a conversation, and that's, and think about like how people read hieroglyphics. So when I like, and I'll do a demonstration, I'll pull one of my favorite cards, again, is the moon card. Right now, you look at this card here, if I can hold it straight. My God, I'm really not good at holding, right? I mean, it's just a gorgeous card. It could be saying, higher power. It could be, moon energy, just a lot of spirituality, right? If I took it like this, what is this saying? I mean, I look at the image and I'm like, it loses that conversation. And that's why I tend to not read reversals. Yeah, isn't this a gorgeous? This deck is just like, I am blessed when I started tarot, I connected with this deck right away, and I was kind of blessed because it's there's a lot of decks out there, but very few, in my opinion, and right, to each is their own. Just have that imagery like that really speaks to me. I mean, look at that moon card, man. We need to, in this time, and like, look at that, and let's bring out its I call it its sibling, but the sun card that kind of goes along with it, right? I mean, look at that. The sunflowers out back, out the window. And I love beauty. So, like I was saying, a lot of you guys, you don't read reversals. The next question is it because you read intuitively? Is like, what? I mean, am I not as weird as I think I am? Meaning, I don't read reversals because I read based off the images. What do you guys do? Do you not read reversals because you're reading based on the images and not the literal meanings of the cards? It's very fascinating. Yeah, that is a very peaceful sun card. Very peaceful. And what I love about this sun card, and I can talk about this deck all day, is it's hard to see when usually it looks better when I do the multi-camera setup. But I love cards with animals because I believe our spirit guides and stuff are all around us, guiding us, our spirit animals. And when I look at this card, I see such contentment between, if you look at the guy in the card, the individual, he's just very content. And the horse looking in the window, very content. Let's put that up. I tend to only hold it up there for a few seconds, but it's really a really cool card. But you can see that when you look at some of these cards, Katie says, what a peaceful sun card. Well, why would one say that? Because she saw the card and it gave a sense of peace. And that is what reading intuitively is, right? The sense. When I see this moon card, right? What sense do you get? I love arms up in the air, taking in that moon energy, looking to the heavens, very esoteric, very spiritual, right? And she's got, I don't know, those wolves or whatever beside her, but it's that sense. Like, and I can go through, and this deck is good at that, right? I'll just grab 3 of Cups, right? What sense does that card give you? Right? You look at the image and you can feel what the individuals in the card are feeling, right? It gives you a sense. And that's how I read. Right? That's how I read. So that's why I don't do reversals. Simon agrees. Absolutely. Awesome. See, it felt peaceful and secure, like he has no care, no worry in the world, just relaxing by the window with his exactly. And when I'm doing a reading, and and they're not all like that, right? You can pull this card out, right? How do we feel here? Definitely not peaceful. There's no peace going on here. Now with this deck, I don't see the destruction. I see a storm outside. This card reminds me of, like, right now, in a not so literal sense of the word, right? Hunker down, stay inside, and just weather the storm. It's funny. I did a Wheel of the Year spread when I was on vacation in December, visiting my in-laws on the West Coast. And I did a Wheel of the Year spread. And guess what card? Now, I have a picture of it. I don't have it here. I wish. But guess what card was March? This card. And March is when we started the lockdown. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that just absolutely crazy? You see, I don't feel the need to think of an opposite meaning. There's enough cards to exactly. There's enough cards to give whatever you need to see. Again, when you're reading them like I read them and I say the word hieroglyphics all the time, and I read them like hieroglyphics. There's enough meaning there. I don't need, 72 other meanings, Yeah, of course it was the tower. And I reviewed that spread, that Wheel of the Year spread, and I believe I might have shared it on the Facebook group. I'm going to have to go back and look. I reviewed the spread, and I will tell you this. The second half of the year gets better. The first part of the year, we get the tower. We got, I think the card after, I think my April card was, if I remember correct, was no, my April card was the Hanged Man, some sacrifice. My May card was the Hermit. Right? So a lot of solitude, but the rest of it, I don't have them all memorized, but the rest of the, if that Wheel of the Year spread is anything, the second half of the year, summer, we're gonna get through this, and we're gonna be all kinds of good. Okay, we're doing good for time. Okay, says it makes so much, and to me it makes sense. I mean, and it is gonna, and I'm not gonna say, oh, I do the right way and other people don't. It's all in what makes sense to you, but it does. It makes so much sense to me, just looking, just kind of this approach. Going to see margins reversals. I agree with Paris. When using reversals, I would say learn to read with or without them, and only then choose which kind of reader you are. Yeah. I think for me, it kind of came natural because my mentor, when I first started reading tarot, literally said to me, for now, throw the book away, not throw it away, put it away, and just look at the cards. And what she had me do is do one card every day, pull the card out, stare at it, that initial thought, and move on, and do that through the deck. And that's kind of how I was taught to read them. You slept in? Well, it's Saturday. Nothing wrong with sleeping in. I never sleep in. I wish I could. So how are you? So that's, yeah, I wanted to put that question out there. And see what you guys thought, because there was someone had said to me, and I didn't like it, that if you're not reading reversals, you're not reading the true meanings of the cards. So I beg to differ. So moving on to the next thing I want to talk about, and it's kind of has to do with the channel and YouTube. I wanted to show some of the cool gadgets I use for my videos, and what I'm planning on hopefully doing this summer. Oh yeah, and Opal says I never read reverse. Oh, right there. Perfect. Yeah. Hi everyone, I'm super late. Nah, we're early. This is the early show. It's only our early risers that get in here. Hi October, how are you? So yeah, so that's talking about cards and reversals and stuff like that. I want to talk a little bit about making videos, because I think I'm going to start doing some more pre-records, because I used to do a fair bit of pre-records, and I'm pretty good at editing. And if you guys didn't see the new intro for the for this show, I quickly threw that together, and a little quick editing. And there's a kind of tools that I use when filming from my phone. And I wanted to kind of show you guys this little thing. And it's really, really handy when not only am I filming for pre-records, but it is also awesome for doing lives remote when you're doing it from your phone running around. And it's basically this little doohickey. It's made by DJI, and it's basically a gimbal. I am an ADHD anxiety mess. The prospect of me holding a camera steady like this, I don't care what kind of anti-shake the iPhone has, and I think this is an X or X something or X whatever. It's supposed to have like anti-shake now. So I actually bought this little doohickey, and I'm going to kind of show you how it works. I'm not going to load up the app and film anything, but what you do, it's got this little clampy on it, and you take your phone, you shove it in here, you butt it up against, and there's some adjustments, and you kind of turn this knob, tighten it up, and then you get your phone, and it kind of sits on this thing. You turn this thing on, and boom, we're like steady. I can be like a complete mess, and the phone is staying kind of. Look at this. I mean, obviously, if you get too crazy with it, but if you're holding it normal, it's pretty cool. And it's got a thumbstick. You can do up and do down. And let me see if I can show you from this side. That's the little control buttons. And it's made by DJI. They make really good gimbals and recording stuff. And that's what, when I film. So let me see, I'm going to play our intro and we'll talk about it. And hopefully this guy gives you guys some ideas for your content creation. I'm going to play the intro. I don't need the whole thing, but you see how it's a lot of quick cuts, but most of it's kind of flat and pretty even. I would not be doing that with holding it in my hand. Bye, Katie. You too. Have a good rest of your day. Stay safe and all that good stuff. But yeah, it kind of helps, Oh, someone said hi. Oh, can't text right now. It's pretty. It really turns the iPhone, because the iPhone's got a good camera in it, but it's not a good camera to hold. It actually makes the iPhone a good camera to hold, because it keeps it nice and smooth. Another doodad. How much time do we have? Because I'm gonna poop. Sorry, my Apple Watch. So 9:45. Yeah, because I don't have too much today. Oh, hi, Becky. Hello, welcome. One more little doodad I want to show you guys. Kind of tool I'm going to start using for some. Oh, sounds like Lucian's up there in the bedroom. Why don't you come out and join us? Add to the conversation, Mr. Betty Boy. Another tool that I love to use, not so much with lives. I've done lives with it. And I'm going to explore using this to do lives, but more to cover events and stuff like that. And this is my one of my prized possessions, and this is my drone. Love this thing. I have 2 drones. This is my littlest drone. It's the DJI Mavic Pro, the Alpine White, and it kind of folds out like this, and like this, and it's kind of what it looks like. Battery goes in there, and this thing flies away, and you control it with the controller. I'll show you guys the controller. I've had this. When did I get this? I've had this I think at least a year, if not 2. So I'll show you. If I get, yeah, I've had it a year, and I still don't know how to fold it up because I'm a clumsy idiot. Let's put this back in here. You control it with this thing. Yeah, everything's ridiculous. And this is the little remote that goes with it. Like this. These things pop out, and you shove your phone in there, and your phone becomes, a second screen where you can see the video on it. And you control it watching the video, and you can record. A cool feature that I stumbled across is that you can stream from the drone, but there's a microphone here. So I could be talking while filming something from up high, which is really, really cool. Did not know that it could do that. So I'll be trying that out, sometime when the weather gets less crappy. Yeah, I'm a gadget. Are any of you guys gadget guys? And oh yeah, Opal says she's getting. So what kind of camera are you getting, Opal? You had mentioned you're getting a new camera. What are you getting? Can you tell us? Can you tell us what you're getting? Because I am a gadget guy. Look, I've got like this thing, which this is the coolest thing. I bought it for work because my last job, we were struggling with doing company meetings, and having folks, who are dialing into like the WebEx hear things. So I'm like, well, take a microphone and shove it in your face. And then, instead of having a phone on the table, but I left that job and took a new job, and my camera came with me. My mic came with me. And yeah, I hopefully you guys listening that I kind of sound decent. I don't know if you want to hear this. But yeah. Marge says, I love kitchen gadgets. I do too. My favorite thing in the kitchen is my KitchenAid. I love my KitchenAid with all the I've got the sausage maker. I've got the what else do I have? I have the sausage maker, obviously the mix thing. There's something else I have and I can't remember. Wow. The pasta maker, that's what it is. And the little food processor. Love my I love my kitchen gadgets. I love my food processor. Because here's the thing. You have the coffee machine. Is there a KitchenAid coffee machine? Oh, wait a minute. Wrong one. I have is it? Now I'm intrigued. Coffee machine. Is there a KitchenAid coffee machine? I have a Keurig. I love my Keurig. it's probably it's not gourmet fresh coffee by no means, but it depends on the K cups you get. That's what I'm drinking. My morning cuppa is from the Keurig. But I'm a pretty decent cook. I'm better at technology than I am at cooking, but I'm pretty good. Becky Ward says, I love kitchen gadgets too. My Vitamix is oh my, I'm jealous. You have a Vitamix? Oh my God, I'm jealous now. I am jealous. Yeah, we see them on Hell's Kitchen. This is Lucian in the bedroom over there. Yeah, they have them on. Those things are badass. I've said they're about $500, and I don't have a very big kitchen, so I have nowhere to put it. But I want one. Fairy says you have the popcorn popper. Oh, that is my pride. There is nothing. I love popcorn, and there is nothing better than theater popcorn. And to get theater popcorn, there's two critical, crucial ingredients. Okay, the first thing is the theater popcorn machine. Get one of those small things. The second thing is, hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna show and tell something else. Give me a sec. He has a box. So there's a couple of different brands of these things that I get, but they are, and you get them on Amazon. And let me start out by saying this is not the most healthy popcorn. So, all right, bye, Becky. Thanks for stopping by. And Naomi, take care. This prepackaged popcorn. Let me see if I can remove that graphic so I can use the whole screen. These prepackaged popcorn kits. It's got probably the worst freaking butter stuff for you on the planet. The seasoning and the popcorns. But when I tell you it tastes like we're at the theater. It tastes like we're at the theater. So I definitely look forward to making popcorn. Anyways, let's go through some of these comments. We talked about Becky's Vitamix. So this is the camera. Nice. Can't wait to see some videos, Opal, with the new camera. That's awesome. I would love a collection of antique kitchen stuff. No one knows what for. Yeah, that would be awesome. I like the old school. You know what I want? And I want it so I could tease Lucian. One of those old rotary phones. We don't have a house line because we're all cell phones here. But can you imagine? I love the videos where people, like all these kids today, they don't know how to use those things. And there was a YouTube video going around where this grandma told her grandkids, okay, you're going to call your mom. And they walked up to the phone. It was one of those old rotary phones. And they're like, I don't know what to do with this thing. It's the funniest thing. Anyways, Emmy says, I'm kind of analog. There's nothing wrong with that. So there's some people are gadget people, some people aren't. There's nothing wrong with that. Simon says, I'm a bit of an Apple head. Oh, absolutely. Well, I can tell you, and we'll wrap it up with this because I'm going to wrap up around 10. I think an hour is good because I don't have a whole lot of content. But let's Apple. So I'm a tech guy, and all my life, I've worked in, the tech industry, systems administration, network administration. That's all Windows dominated. I was a big Windows fan, hated Apple. My best friend was an Apple fan. He hated Windows, and we used to argue all the time. I got to the point where, though, because I hated Windows, well, that's the mailman. I hated Windows 8. When they changed the interface, hated it. I hated it so bad. It was so dysfunctional that I was doing video editing at the time, and I just couldn't. So I bought a Mac Mini, and since that day, I've been in the house all out. Obviously, my job, I still have you deal with Windows. I work mostly on back end systems, VMware, stuff like that. But in this house, yeah, Apple TV, Apple Watch, iPhones, Macs. We're so Apple head in here. It's crazy. Lucian's the same way. It's all appity Apple in here. And I'll tell you what, the Apple ecosystem is second to none. And what I mean by the Apple ecosystem is for people that are really Apple heads, the way the devices work together. I just had a brilliant idea. I squirreled a bit. As a segment of Saturdays, I think we're going to do maybe 15 minutes of tech talk. What do you guys think? But the Apple ecosystem, all of the things work together. The intro, and I'll give you an example. The intro that I made for this this live this morning, I quickly filmed with this gimbal on my phone. All right. How did I get the video? So I edited it with iMovie on my phone, right? But I do my lives from my MacBook. How do I get it over there? What the hell? I edit it. It's on the phone. I got to plug it. No. I save it. It goes to iCloud. I open up my Mac. It's there. This is the Apple ecosystem. Another thing is, let's say I have something I'm watching on my phone and I want to display it on the TV. With the Apple TV, you hit a button and now it's playing on your phone, it's playing on the TV. The integration that Apple has done with their products, that's the ecosystem. When you talk about, a lot of people talk Apple ecosystem. That's the ecosystem, right? I can buy a movie on my Apple TV and watch it on my iPad or my phone. When I'm going flying, and with my new job, I'm going to be doing more travel. I can bring my movies that I buy here and watch here on my phone. It's such a great the way the things all work together. That's the real, yeah. So Simon, I'm definitely an Apple head myself. Apple TV is the only thing I don't have. Oh, I'm going to tell you. So I can do a whole other segment on cutting the cord. I'll touch on it. I don't have cable TV. Process that for a minute. I'm surrounded by all these gadgets because I'm a gadget guy and I love electronics and the internet and I work in tech, but I don't have cable TV. A while back, I come to the revelation that I just wasn't watching cable TV. And it's funny because Lucian we had just got married and Lucian had moved in and he pointed at the big gray box and says, "What the hell's that thing? We never use it." It's the cable box. I get everything Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, all of the apps. We get everything we watch and then some through app-based. And that's where the Apple TV comes in because, you can get, I watch Sky News, which is a lot better than Fox News. We're never going to get into the political nonsense, but I get that. I watch Sky News, Newsy, CBSN. And all of these are apps on my Apple TV. So it's like, I don't need, cable TV was just an added expense. Bye, Misty. Thanks for joining. And have a great weekend. Stay safe. Yeah. So that's a whole segment in itself, because I can tell you I have other gadgets that are really good, really cool, really good. Oh, I sound like our president. It's really good because I'm a big buffoon. All right, we're not going to get political here because that'll be another hour and a half rant. So anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here. So what I want to do is I want to kind of make Saturdays a little more like informative, show and tell some things, talk about things. And what I want to do is we'll put a post in the Facebook group. Let me know some things, and it could be anything. It could be anything. It could be witchy. It could be tarot. It could be tech. It could be anything. Some things that you'd like for me to talk about, and if I have any sort of expertise in it, I'll help. But I'll put a post in there. Let me know, and we're gonna kind of make this Saturdave a little more informative. Let me know what you guys think, and yeah. And definitely, Opal, please post a pic of your camera. Oh yeah, we got to try it out. Emmy says, appreciate the time and energy you put in, whether it's here or Facebook. Absolutely. We're evolving. We're evolving. That it is. Dave, my love, to the birthday kitties. Yes, it is. Well, so it is birthday for the kitties. It's actually the anniversary when we got them. So they're 5. We got them 3 years ago. So, but we call them the birthday because it's here that we got them. At any rate, so again, guys, definitely check out the Facebook group. It's called Cross Paths. Just do a search for Cross Paths. Definitely, request to join. We'll add you in. A lot of good stuff there. And there is some Instagram stuff we got. This is Lucian's Instagram. It's the Boneyard Gentleman. The Boneyard Gentleman. I'll let you kind of look at that, write it down. I can hear my stomach growling. And the next, my Instagram is the Wiz1. Like I said, once spring and summer gets, there's going to be a lot of, I'll be doing a lot more stuff on Instagram. That tends to be more seasonal because I don't take a lot of pictures and stuff in the winter. But check that out. There's going to be some stuff on there. Let's see. Yeah. So thanks for joining. Let's go back to the comments. I see a few more. A quick peruse of the comments. Yeah. Have a great day. Octo says, love these lives. Yeah. Well, the Saturday's got to be it's got to be, we got to start doing these more often. Yeah. So a lot of people sleeping in. So next week, and I'm going to start, I want to talk about what we're doing. Like, it's like, how has life changed since this lockdown stuff? I know I'm getting up later. Like, I honestly, I take a shower and it's another pair of sweatpants. So I want to talk about that next week and any other good ideas that folks have. Let's see. I still have to do a spell for Dems. Yeah, I got to do something like that too. I got to. Yeah. Let's see. Was loving Apple until I updated the latest OS on my laptop. Chaos. Oh. There was some bumps in the road with the last Mac OS update. Stick with it, just because I think they released some subsequent updates that fix some of the glitches, because there was a lot of glitches even with doing some of the lives and stuff. And at that rate, thank you guys for joining Saturdays. Don't forget, a little less than an hour from now, Simon is live on the Hermit's Cave. And that is, let's see, he made it. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Where is he? And that's kind of how you spell it, the Hermit's Cave. So definitely check out that live. He's always got something good going on. What do you have going on, Simon, today for the Hermit's Cave? I haven't looked at my alerts, but my YouTube alerts. Where the hell's my phone? All right, I lost my phone. But what I'll do is this. It is over here. There it is. Yeah. Tarot boxes today. Awesome. So definitely check that out at, it's 11 o'clock my time, 4 o'clock Hermit Caves time. What's that? That's like in Great Britain, Nottingham. I don't know if in Britain, if you have like time zones like we have, I don't know. But less than an hour from now. So definitely check that out. That's going to be good. Yeah, the wooden. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll definitely be checking that out. I know Lucian. I don't know if he's still looking. He's got them all over the place. The wooden tarot boxes. That's going to be really cool. So definitely check that out in less than an hour. So Saturdays, 9 a.m. Eastern. It's kind of, I do that at 9 a.m. Eastern, so that, the UK folks can watch, the Europeans can watch. You have 14 of them? I have none. Lucian has a number of them. 1, 2, he's got some big boxes. I don't know if you count those tarot boxes, but, oh yeah, he can talk about, he's got a bunch of them too. They're really cool. They're really, really cool. Oh, there he is. Love wooden tarot boxes. Yeah. I'm all condensed down. I have 2 altars and not much room, so my tarot stay in my trunk. There we go. Yes, 9 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. for me. It's a little early, but hey, you got a nice cup of coffee and you start that day. And what the heck? These days, it's better to watch this than the crazy news. You know what it is? Love wooden tarot boxes. So yeah, definitely check that out. All right, guys, I'm wrapping it up. I'm going to go have some bacon and eggs and probably see some of you on Simon's Live. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you guys later. Have a great week. Stay safe. So practice that social distancing. If you've got to go out, wear your mask 6 feet apart and wash those hands. All right, guys, I love you all. Have a fantastic day and a fantastic week ahead.